Welcome to Discover Barnstable, the official podcast of the town of Barnstable, a podcast where you can meet the people who steward the programs and services that connect us to our quality of life here in the town of Barnstable. We invite you to join the conversation as we navigate municipal government and our community pathways to help you discover Barnstable. I'm Cathy Flynn, and on this episode of Discover Barnstable, we are joined by DPW Communications Manager Kelly Collopy. As the communications manager for the Barnstable Department of Public Works, Kelly has led the development of communications campaigns and helped educate and engage the community about critical initiatives such as the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan. From managing the Barnstable Water Resources website and creating the Homeowner's Sewer Connection Guide to hosting public outreach meetings with a variety of citizens groups, Kelly is proud to support Barnstable residents as they navigate the sewer connection process. Welcome, Kelly.
Hi, Cathy. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, too. You have been on quite the whirlwind tour, making the rounds around town, sharing information and spreading the word on the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan. And I know, as we've said earlier, you spoke to any and all groups that have asked you to come out looking for more information. But for those who maybe are still a little uncertain about the topic or some of the more key points, what is the current status of Phase 1 of the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So for those who don't know, the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan is our 30-year plan to essentially improve our water quality here in the town of Barnstable. So each phase is broken into 10 years, so 3 10-year phases. We also have some stages in there as well, which will be incorporated into one of those 3 10-year phases. And we're currently in our first phase, and actually in year 3 of that first 10-year phase. So we have successfully completed 2 of our construction projects, both on time and on budget.
Excellent.
And yeah, huge accomplishment when you just think about all of the construction and disruption that's happened around town. We're making extremely great progress. It's something we're really proud of. And even more importantly, we've had our first residential connection into the newly expanded sewer system as well.
Excellent. That's got to be kind of a weight lifted off your shoulder, all of this planning and all of the prep work that's gone into it. So it's definitely coming. We've got connections.
Yep.
How can property owners prepare for the sewer connection?
That is a great question. And it's one, as you mentioned, we do a lot of outreach meetings, DPW, myself, as well as our sewer program connection manager, Ainsley DeMerlier. And we actually recorded an amazing session with her with Barnstable Government Access that walks through the sewer connection process. So I highly encourage folks to watch that video. But we also have the Barnstable Water Resources website, as you mentioned. And that website really is fully, from soup to nuts, everything you need to know, not just about the wastewater management plan, but also about the sewer connection process and what to expect. The most important thing I would say for folks, property owners who think they may be connecting to sewer soon or know for a fact that they are part of one of these first 2 construction projects, there's essentially 4 pieces of communication you're going to receive. The first is from us at the Department of Public Works, and it's essentially a project closeout letter. So we do that as a way, really as a courtesy, but also as a bookend to our portion of the project. Construction's done, we may be in the final stages of restoration, but we like to let folks know that here's who you're going to hear from in town next, because this is a collaborative effort. It's not just DPW who's managing this project. So folks are going to hear from the health division, which will actually give them their official notice of sewer connection hookup. But they're also going to receive 2 pieces of communication separately from the Barnstable Treasurer Tax Collector's Office. The first being their estimated assessment, which most folks know that sort of as a betterment, but essentially it's based off the sewer assessment ordinance, and that will tell you the maximum charge that you would be charged at the end of the project. And then they'll receive their final sewer assessment, which is the actual charge that will go on or can go on their quarterly tax bill. So the first step really is kind of going through those first few pieces of communication, being aware that you're going to hear from multiple town entities, and then really leveraging all of the resources that we have here in town that walk you through the sewer connection process.
Absolutely. And it sounds like, the town has really, and the DPW especially, done their homework, bringing in all of the agencies each piece of mail that they're getting is specific to their property, whether it's their assessment or information needed for connection and hookup.
Absolutely.
You've done a terrific job making information and resources available for residents. And you mentioned the homeowner's sewer connection guide. What does it include?
Yeah, so it's actually an over 30-page document. And we're going to have some print copies available at various town locations. And we'll actually have it online on the Barnstable Water Resources website as well, available to download as early as this week. So we're very excited about that. But it is a very, large, comprehensive document that goes into all of the details behind sewer connection, but also breaks out information like what is the sewer assessment? If you haven't been following town council, if you haven't been following the sewer assessment ordinance or you aren't familiar with it, we give you sort of that baseline approach of how is it calculated? How does this affect me? And then we walk through the sewer connection process. So essentially about 8 steps it boils down to, which includes our project closeout letter, and walks you through sort of what your responsibility is as a property owner, from hiring your licensed sewer installer, having the connection done on your property, which is essentially connecting the septic pipes leaving your building to the sewer service stub that DPW's contractor installs in the roadway. And then also talks about things like the septic abandonment process, which is a common question we get. And then what I find really critical, especially from my outreach meetings and speaking with residents on a daily basis, is the financial support resources. So we go into a lot of detail regarding the Barnstable County's Cape Cod Aqua Fund. We provide a lot of information about the parameters, about who's eligible, how you're eligible, even for condominium owners. They have, different levels of eligibility as well. And then we include information about the state tax credit, which is huge for folks who are being mandated to connect to newly expanded municipal sewer systems. So a lot of information. We have a variety of attachments as well, such as the Barnstable Board of Health's sewer connection policy and our list of licensed sewer installers. So it really is this one-stop shop. If you're not, super comfortable with using a website, you can have this actual printed hard copy guide that can walk you through the process.
Excellent. It sounds like it's everything you need all in one tidy place. So much great information. If they want to find the information in multiple places,
right.
Remind us again, what's the website? Where can they go and where can they find contact information, more information, the whole works?
Yeah, so everything really lives and breathes on the Barnstable Water Resources website, and that's barnstablewaterresources.com. But as I mentioned, we'll have hard copies available definitely at Town Hall. I've been hosting a workshop series at the Barnstable Adult Community Center, so we'll certainly have hard copies there. And then the intention is to have hard copies of the guide available at other, key locations like our libraries and Hyannis Youth and Community Center. And I will tell you that guide, whether you download it off the website or you have a printed hard copy, has contact information for all of the town entities who play a role in this project as well. So the Health Division, the Treasurer Tax Collector's Office, of course, DPW, as well as contacts for the Barnstable County's Cape Cod Aqua Fund.
Awesome. That is amazing. I think you've done your homework and made a great little package for all of residents to go to and find all of the information and all of the answers that they need. So thank you for coming and joining us today. We always like to kind of throw you off the rails and ask you a bonus question.
Sure. Just
for all of our guests. Well, we want to know this season, what is your favorite season of the year?
Oh, definitely the summer. I mean, I am a wash ashore, so, but I've been here for over a decade now, and my husband was born and raised in town. We're raising our family here in town. So I love this sort of like shoulder season era where, it's not quite full blown everyone here for the summer, but we get to enjoy our beaches without the crowds and, don't have to wait super long for our ice cream at Four Seas. So this right now is absolutely my favorite season, my favorite time of the year.
Awesome. You can't beat it. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Kelly, for joining us today on Discover Barnstable.
Thank you, Cathy.
And thank you for spending time with us and listening to Discover Barnstable, the official podcast of the town of Barnstable. We hope you found a new understanding of how your municipal government works for you and our community. Be sure to drop us a line at podcast@town.barnstable.ma.us and let us know what you would like to learn next. Until next time, go discover Barnstable.